He who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Matthew 13 verse 9. Day 152. Psalms chapter 63 through 65. O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee, my soul thirsteth for thee. Psalm 63 verse 1. Welcome to my daily bread. It's Sunday, June 1st, and today's Psalms stir a deep hunger for God, not just for what he gives, but for who he is. Let's reflect together. Psalm 63 is written from the wilderness, physically and spiritually. David is far from the temple, far from comfort, but not far from God. He opens with a cry of intimacy, O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee, my soul thirsteth for thee. This is a psalm of holy longing. David doesn't crave deliverance or vindication. He craves God's presence. Even in a dry land, his lips still praise. Psalm 64 shifts tone, a prayer for protection from hidden enemies. David speaks of the sharp tongues and secret plots of the wicked, but instead of lashing out, he lifts up a prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. He trusts that God will turn the weapons of the wicked back on themselves. And he does. Psalm 65 is a beautiful shift to praise. It's a celebration of answered prayer, abundant harvest, and God's control over creation. It begins with worship. Praise waiteth for thee, O God, in Zion, and ends with wonder. Thou crownest the year with thy goodness. Let's reflect deeper. What does your soul truly thirst for? David longed for God above all else, even in dry and difficult seasons. Is there anything you're seeking more than his presence right now? Are you taking your fears and frustrations to God? Psalm 64 reminds us we can bring even the whispers and shadowy threats to God and trust him to fight unseen battles. Are you praising God not just for what he's done, but for who he is? Psalm 65 teaches us to celebrate God's faithfulness in nature, in provision, and in grace. Take a moment to look around. What can you thank him for today? Is your life marked by early seeking and late-night worship? David sought God early, not as an afterthought, but as a first pursuit. What would it look like to give God your best time? As we close, when life feels dry, God is still satisfying. When enemies plot, God protects. And when we praise, heaven hears. Today, let your worship rise from thirst, not just from blessing, because the God who satisfies is worthy, no matter the season. Thank you for joining me today on Daily Bread Reflections. Tomorrow, we'll read Proverbs chapter 1, where wisdom cries out in the streets, calling us to live with reverence, discipline, and discernment from the very start. Until then, stay seeking, stay anchored, and keep returning to the table. There's fresh bread waiting for you every day. If today's reflection blessed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us spread the word and reach more hearts with God's truth and grace. Tap the bell so you never miss a new devotional. Let's keep growing together. One day, one verse, one fresh word at a time. Thanks for being part of the My Daily Bread family, where the table is always set and the bread is always fresh.